After several years in college, I decided to actually quit computer science. I've been going to college since 2019, and with 2025 on the horizon, it's kind of scaring me. I almost have no upper division courses under my belt, which is crazy for the amount of time I've been in college. It's pretty damn embarrassing, but it's the result of switching majors multiple times and, most importantly, not reflecting on what I actually want in my life and not questioning deeply enough why I'm in the field that I am, why I'm doing computer science. So why did I quit? The turning point for me was definitely CS 321, data structures. I had a hard enough time finding passion in earlier CS classes, and all that was just like making games like tic-tac-toe and stuff. So once I actually got into this class, it was game over. Everything just fell apart immediately. I only went to 3 lectures of this class, and when I went to that last one, I understood almost none of it, and I didn't care to even learn any of it. I was just so bored and frustrated and so confused. And after that lecture, when I stood up and I walked out of that door, something clicked in my mind. I was no longer in the mental space that I was before. I knew that this is something that is not for me. This is something I don't want to be doing with my life. And I decided right then, I'm done. I quit. I quit doing this. This is not what I want to be doing. It was like being a computer science major. I was just walking through dense fog constantly, and then it all dissipated at once. I could finally see clearly. After that experience, as I drove home, my thoughts just went back further and further, and I was just reflecting on all the time that I spent in this degree. And I realized that I was basically lying to myself throughout the entire degree, and I was convincing myself that this was the right path for me when it definitely was not. So what went wrong? How did I end up here? There's so many reasons. Let's just go through the list. I didn't think enough before choosing my major. I just painstakingly crawled through all my assignments, just assuming that's how it's supposed to be. I had absolutely no interest in coding outside of coursework. I never made anything on my own, and I never really wanted to. Another big thing is I confused the joy with overcoming something difficult with the idea that I actually liked programming. I was coping to myself. I really was thinking, maybe I do like this. I coped and I convinced that I might actually like coding, when in reality, I just like completing difficult things. I also just tried to brute force my way through a computer science degree. And let me tell you, computer science is not a degree that you could force your way through. It is so difficult. If your nature is not oriented towards it, it is going to repel you like crazy. You will not be able to brute force your way through it if you don't thoroughly enjoy it. Now, obviously it's not impossible, but you're just gonna be miserable. And I realized that there's no money in the world that would be worth it for me. So this is gonna be the most important part of this video. I need you to pay attention and ask yourself these questions. You need to think extremely long and hard about these questions to determine whether this is right for you. All right, and the sun has just risen over the horizon and is blinding me, so let me move the camera real quick. So the first question is, do you actually want to work in the computer science field, or do you like the idea of it? And what I mean by that, and don't lie to yourself, is do you actually find interest in some part of computer science? Or do you mainly think about how awesome it would be to make this much money, how awesome it would be to work from home, and to get the social validation that comes from it, to be able to tell people that you're a programmer and for people to think you're really smart and successful? What is it really? Do you actually want to create something through code? And the second question I have for you, and I think this is a huge one, is have you ever actually created something with code without anyone asking you to do it? Have you gone through the work and tried to figure out and create something without anybody telling you to? So for the third question, and this was a huge one for me, is are you avoiding something by choosing computer science? For example, are you avoiding a more social environment and therefore you're choosing a computer science degree because you think that it's a more introverted kind of field and like falling for the stereotype that you don't really have to interact with people? And therefore you think, oh, maybe computer science is meant for me because I don't really like working with people or interacting with people. The fourth question is going to be, are you pursuing computer science because of an outside influence? Are your parents expecting it of you? Do you have friends that are also in the field and you're thinking maybe consciously, maybe unconsciously, oh, maybe I should just do this too. My friends are doing it. And the fifth question is going to be, Have you already taken a few computer science classes and you think it's just too late to switch? So those are the 5 main questions I have for you if you're planning on getting a computer science degree or if you're already in the process of getting one. For me, all 5 of those questions veered in the direction of me not doing it. It completely indicated to me that I should not be doing this. Of course, some of these questions may veer more in the direction of, oh, maybe I could do this. Some of them may be like, maybe I shouldn't. So it's going to be up to you to really decide whether it's good or not for you. But I really just want you to ponder over those questions. So for me, what are my future plans? I want to do something that's more directly impactful to people. I want to help people more like in person, one-on-one. Computer science is not bad by any means, but it's a little bit more disconnected in terms of like impacting people. And I think something in the health, medical type field is something that would be more fulfilling for me. At this point, in order to get a degree in the same time frame that I would have gotten the computer science degree, I would probably have to get an interdisciplinary degree, which is not ideal probably because it's basically like 3 minors mixed together. So it's a little bit, it's a bit of confusing degree, but I think that's one direction I could go. I was also thinking about maybe getting some kind of X-ray technology, MRI technology type certificate thing. Maybe even becoming a doctor. I mean, that was my childhood dream. My dad was a trauma surgeon. My mom's a nurse. It's a good direction for me, but I don't want to just choose that because my family is in that field. But I've always taken a bit of an interest in medicine. So regardless of what I end up doing, I just know anything will be better than computer science for me. And it's a bit a shame that I realized it this late. It just sucks, but it is what it is. What happened is what happened. I can't afford to waste any more of my life on a degree that I just hate. With all that being said, I know this video seems like it's pretty biased towards getting you to quit, but I have to speak like this because I assume a lot of people who found this video are people just like me and who are like really questioning what they're doing. And I really want to get you out of that situation as fast as possible so you don't have to end up where I am. But I only mention this because I really don't want to veer people off the path of computer science if it really is meant for them, because there are a lot of people who are meant for a computer science degree and who do like programming and who do like creating stuff like this. So I don't want to scare anybody or veer somebody off the wrong path, but I do want to either confirm that it is right for you or get you out of this situation as quickly as possible so you can move on with your life and choose something different. I wish I would have seen a video like this before I committed to a degree. I haven't really seen anything this detailed when it comes to choosing this degree. So I just really wanted to provide that for you because it will really, like I said, it will save you so much time and stress, and it could even save your life. So I hope that helps. Live your life, figure out what you need to do, and ask yourself those questions. All right, that's about it. I'll see you later.